Hey everyone, this is Luminous, coming you guys with a pro Judo commentary. Today I'm casting SMM loser bracket finals between Mineski and Nirvana China. Now before I get into this game, I want to tell you guys a little bit about Mineski commentaries. I would really love to cast Mineski versus LGD from the loser bracket. I would really love to cast Mineski versus Myth Trust from the loser bracket, and I've been getting a lot of requests to do so. Unfortunately, GhostGamer has not uploaded replay, nor has any other replay website uploaded replay. So, if you guys somehow know where the replay is, or if you have the replay yourself, link me to it, and I would love to bring you guys these commentaries. But until then, I really can't bring you those games because the replay don't exist. Now, of the good Mineski replays that are released, there's this one, Mineski versus Nirvana China, and also another one is Mineski versus LGD from the winner bracket. And that game, you can find it on Ian James Barnett's YouTube channel. I dual cast it with him a couple of days back, and I guess he's having a little bit of rendering issues or whatnot. He haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be on his channel relatively soon. Of course, again, this is SMM loser bracket finals. Normally that dictates a best of 3 series, but unfortunately SMM says, oh, only best of 1 game. So the loser of this game will go home, and by going home I mean taking number 3 in the tournament. And then the winner of this game, well, they will go on and face the winner bracket final winner, which is IG, and you know, for a chance to win the entire tournament altogether. So if you guys been spoiled, if you guys been following GhostGamer, if you guys you know, watch my Dota Weekly Show 27, you will know the result of the tournament and thus the result of this match. But personally, I don't really care of what happened. I really care of how it happened. So hopefully I could bring you an entertaining commentary nonetheless. And it looks like the picks and bans are already well underway. Scourge, Nirvana China is banning and picking first. Meanwhile, we have Mineski on Sentinel banning and picking second. And the hero is going to be Bat Rider, Ancient Aberration, and CK. Meanwhile, here Mineski going to be playing Shadow Demon and Windrunner. A couple bans I want to mention. Tiny as a ban from Nirvana China. That's more or less a ban directed only towards Mineski because, well, which other pro team pick Tiny nowadays? Not many. Tiny is an insane nuker. It really fits Mineski's aggressive playing style. They love to just run and gun and gank like crazy. And Tiny, one of the best hero in the business, because he jumps in and basically gives you, it starts a team fight off 5v4, because that's exactly what he does. Nuke down a really low HP support easily. So, and of course he chases very well with a low cooldown of an 8-second toss, and with the Blink Dagger fairly low cooldown at 14 seconds, he could, you know, basically keep chasing and chasing and chasing. So that's really one of Mineski's favorite heroes. So Nirvana China says we don't want to deal with that, so they're going to ban that as well. Meanwhile, Mineski banning a lot of top tier heroes that the Chinese teams would love to pick, such as Lycanthrope, Syllabir, and Invoker. All 3 of these heroes have in common that they are extremely strong 20 to 25 minutes in once they get the key levels and key items, and it makes playing against those heroes at that stage of the game impossible, almost impossible. And Mineski loves to shine, and during that time they love to make aggressive ganks, aggressive pushes 20 to 25 minutes in the game. So like, you know what, we don't want to deal with this imbalanced hero at this time of the game, so we are going to ban it right now. It looks like we're going to ban a Slaughter as well from Nirvana China, and that's another one of Mineski's favorite hero. But let's talk about the heroes that are picked so far. So Bat Rider is the opening choice for Nirvana China, and I think a lot of teams in general would agree with that choice. I think Nirvana China is going to put him in a solo mid position or in a safe lane. And in the words of ROTK from DK, what that allows you to do is have a really quick Blink Dagger disable times around 11 minutes in. And around that time, your Bat Rider will be at level 8, 9, or 10, or even 11. And the enemy supports will be at level 5, 6. And that means that your Bat Rider will be relatively tanky. He will have the Blink Dagger, he will have his max aggressive spells, and he will be able to start to gank like crazy. He will be able to tower dive and kill your low HP supports, and you can't nuke him down because he's tank, and your supports haven't reached your maximum levels yet. And that usually means that he's going to just dominate the lane, of course, and also dominate pushes, dominate team fights, dominate any small scale engagements. And that's why it just makes Bat Rider an insane hero. He's probably one of the best hero in the game for the first 25 to 35 minutes in the game. So that's just insane hero. But of course, Mineski got themselves a Windrunner and a Shadow Demon, and we definitely seen how Windrunner could be a game-changing hero, especially when she could hit the shackle shots. So that's going to be decent. And meanwhile, we're going to see Ancient Aberration and CK being picked up. And really, if you look at the 4 hero on Nirvana in China, I just love the hero because they're so fast. They're going to be moving around like crazy. CK with boots of speed only, 380 movement speed. Of course, Weaver with Sakuchi is going to be a max movement speed. They have decent amount of slow in terms of having Napalm and also Ice Vortex. They have good nukes, they have good stuns, and this is the perfect lineup if you want to go up against Mineski. Mineski, like I said, loves to gank you like crazy, loves to chase. And guess what Scourge excels in? They excel in small scale team fight. They are good chasers. They are a good team in terms of escaping as well. Good luck chasing the Bat Rider after he's fireflying. And it just makes Mineski's life a little bit difficult to deal with. What is the weakness of the Scourge lineup so far, you ask? Well, they don't have enough AoE. And generally in a let's say a Chinese versus Chinese game, that would be almost suicidal if you don't pick enough AoE. But guess what? Mineski's playstyle, they love to gank. They don't like to push as much. Most Mineski's pushes come after they win a chase in a team fight in the jungle. And then they push afterwards. So in a more of a push versus push engagement, AoE is essential. But Mineski doesn't play like that. So it doesn't matter too much. I want to say for now. That's that's how I feel about the pick and ban going. But Mineski throwing one out here, and it's gonna pick up an Abaddon, and this is mega confusing for me right now because Abaddon is not played in pro games for many reasons. Well, because he's melee for one. His skill set is mostly geared towards support, because if you look at his Avodic Shield, his healing, it's more or less as a support set. But as a supporting hero goes, he doesn't have a stun. He's melee, so he can't really harass in the lane, and he's just overall not really good hero. His Death Coil is pretty nice casting range, 800 cast range. His Avodic Shield is probably one of the most broken spell in the game, considering what the effect of it does. Of course, you guys know that it will prevent some damage, it will do some damage in return, but the most imbalanced effect is that it will de-stun anyone. So example, if let's say CK lobs a bolt on the Venge, and after he gets stunned, you could drop the Avodic Shield on the Venge and he immediately gets de-stunned, if that makes sense. So that's an imbalance effect. It will cancel AA Blast, it will cancel a Venomous Gale Slow, it will cancel a lot of stuff. And we're gonna see a Shadow Fiend being picked up. I gotta pause and talk about this. Alright, let's go back to Abaddon real fast, right? So he has an insane of de-stun ability, but really the problem with him is that he needs a lot of level, which makes me think that Mineski will actually give him the level and give him the farm. We'll have to wait and see on that. Of course, Venomancer is going to be the closing pick for Nirvana in China. Nothing too much to talk about. Going to give him a lot of AoE presence. I'll talk about in a bit. But here's a Shadow Fiend, right? Shadow Fiend hasn't been seen play since the introduction of 6.72F for good reasons, because that hero gets owned by many other solo heroes. Invoker owns him, Ancient Aberration owns him, Shadow Demon owns him, Bat Rider owns him, and WTZ right now picking up the Shadow Fiend shows that they have some huge confidence that their Shadow Fiend player is going to be doing something crazy. Like, this is Yaphet-esque. Like, you don't generally pick Shadow Fiend this day and age because he's going to get ganked. I'm really surprised. I'm curious how they're going to play it. So I'm glad I'm casting this game. And let's get ready to pause. So, okay, let's talk about the Ancient Aberration plus the Weaver. The insane combo with this is, well, if the Ancient Aberration Ice Blast hits and if the Venom ult hits, half your team is basically dead. And also, if you look at the Sentinel lineup, they are really, really squishy heroes. Aside from the Abaddon, the rest of the 4 heroes are really squishy. So if the AA ult hits and if the Venom ult hits, you could say that team fight is already lost. No matter what, it's already lost for the Scourge team, because you can't really mech through it, and there's just really nothing you can do about it. So we'll have to wait and see. Of course, Scourge not having too many stuns. They have a CK stun. They have a Kofi, which is not too reliable. They have a Flaming Lasso, which has a fairly long cooldown in the early outs of the game. So stuns are not really going in favor of the Scourge lineup, but they do have fairly decent amount of slow and, of course, chasing power. And that should be nice as we see Wimran is going to run into the CK. Oh, Chaos Bolt. Looks like Wimran is going to get popped, and she makes it out alive. Look at what she did here. Save the skill point and then use the skill on, after she needed it. A lot of players were just like, oh, let's skill power shot 1. Would have died right there. So the importance of saving your skill points is shown once again there. And let's talk about who's playing what. We have Venomancer being played by Banana. X is going to be on the new Rune Weaver, a new addition from eHome to Nirvana in China. C King is going to be on that CK. SJQ, which is Christo, is playing the Bat Rider. He's substituting for King J. King J apparently has some visa issues and cannot make it. And now we have 357, of course, from Ehome as well, playing the Ancient Apparition. Looks like Weaver is going to be handling himself a Haste Rune. And looks like, ooh, Shadow Demon might get actually Disrupt and take the... No, Venomancer is going to grab that one. Maybe. No. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright. In terms of the Sentinel here, we have RR going to be on that Shadow Demon. And looks like we have Mei. Yeah, he is going to be playing the Farmer on that bot lane as a bat. And you can see that he's getting the Bring of Protection and also has full 600 gold of inventory. So he didn't buy Wards or Chicken. You know that he's not going on a support role. Vengeful Spirit being played by WTZ. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's going to be Jules, the carry player for Mineski, playing the Shadow Fiend. On the top lane here, it looks like the Windrunner in big trouble right now. Gale's going to hit for sure. And yep, Windrunner going to be dead. Jay playing the Windrunner. It's going to give the first blood. Looks like Crystal picked that one up. Meanwhile, on the bot lane here, we have engagement. There's a disruption. Sentry Ward going to get dropped down. Magic Missile right on place. A couple of more right clicks. And looks like RR, the Shadow Demon, pick out that kill. So both long lanes immediately going down in the early outset of the game. Nicely done here. But I think as the game progresses on, I think Weaver is going to have an easier time in terms of surviving, being that Sakushi is a little bit more reliable as a survival spell, and Windrunner a little bit more level dependent, especially in terms of picking up his power shot and whatnot. And right now, Batrider 2-0, of course, having the boots of speed already picked up, and you can see Windrunner just have to play stay away at this point because, well, a couple more nukes, a couple more slows, and she's going to be in huge trouble. Back to mid lane, the lane that I want to see. You can see how Jules having a little bit of trouble right now. 2-0 CS after a couple of waves. They need 2 or 3, even 3 creep waves. And that is because the oppressive nuking power of the Scourge team is a little bit scary to go up against. A single Ko-Feet, a single Reality Rift Chaos Bolt, that Shadow Fiend's dead. And I'm surprised that they haven't really been making any aggressive attempt on him just yet, because I think Shadow Fiend's a very easy hero to kill right now. Still no Ko-Feet Reality combo. Oh, they're making for it, but Shadow Fiend jukes up in the high ground. Still no... Come on, let's make it go. Maybe they're afraid that the Shadow Demon is going to do something like crazy in the back, but it's a Shadow Demon. You're not going to do too much. Looks like we're going to have a Observer Ward being placed down right now, but unfortunately, Sentry Ward from the Vengeful Spirit is going to come immediately, and you're going to counter ward that. Yeah, there you go. They definitely see him place the ward downs, and that's a quick counter ward. So, unfortunately, that was not the best ward investment for the Scourge, and Mineski took that small victory. Shadow Fiend, because of the 2 support in the mid lane and using his Shadow Raises expertly, going to get himself a couple of CS, and that's going to be, he's going to need a lot more of that. Looks like we do have 2 supports ganking on the top lane here. Venomancer might be in huge trouble. Yeah, I don't think he sees them. In fact, they don't know exactly where they is. They have no war support. It looks like he's going to be in big trouble. Yeah, there we go. He's trying to do a pull, but there's a disruption. There's a Soul Catcher on him as well. And looks like we're going to have a Magic Missile. He's going to go down, but here comes the Batrider. Napalm 1, Napalm 2 is going to be right now. Power Shot's going to bring him down, but Venge is going to be going down for sure. And this Shadow Demon's got to be careful as well. He's actually running into the fire. Venge goes down immediately. Shadow Demon at half HP already. Napalm stack at level 2 soon. And yeah, Shadow Demon's going to go down for sure. Windrunner in trouble as well. Windrunner trying to run off to the side, but needs to pop her. Windrunner is going to pop a Windrunner and the Magic Wand. She's going to be fine now. Batrider already grabbing 3 kills. Boots of speed already up. Gonna be working towards his Blink Dagger fairly soon. What is this coming? And Ring of Basades as well. I really like Ring of Basades on Batrider for a couple of reasons. Reason number 1, you know that he's going to be doing a lot of dives, and having extra armor is going to be fairly helpful, especially when he's tanking the tower as well. Reason number 2, one of the easiest way, believe it or not, to kill with a Batrider is kill the enemy under their tower, because when you're under your own tower, you have a false sense of security. You're like, oh yeah, man, I'm under my tower. There's no way the Batrider will dive me. So a lot of bad players with Ring of Basades, what they love to do is actually turn on the Ring of Basades and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And once under the enemy tower is going to be firing at your creeps. And once your creeps are tanking the tower, you could just turn on Firefly and go at that Windrunner and just get the kill. So having the extra armor and also, of course, using the false sense of security that, you know, the enemy tower gives to enemy player, you could really easily get the kill. So I really like that choice here from the Crystal, and of course gives them some nice amount of regen as well, which is always nice. Meanwhile, on the bot lane here for the Sentinel, it looks like they do have their Ring of Basades turned on as well, looking for a little bit of push. And they're going to have a little bit more difficult time in terms of killing this Weaver, considering that they don't have a pair of... Oh, no, never mind, there's another pair of Sentry Wars. So good job by Sentinel being extremely prepared. And now if the Weaver likes to want to come up to do something, if you want to Sakuchi up, he's going to be in huge trouble right here. Abaddon comes up ahead and it's going to just basically nuke down this creep wave with a Aphotic Shield. And Weaver just can't do too much about it. And they're going to right-click this wave down. Are we going to have any teleport support coming coming in from the Scourge, or are they going to just give up this free tower? And looks like they are just going to give up this tower. Weaver not level 6 yet, so he can't really use his time lapse. Good job by the supports here from Mineski to, you know, go on ahead and be like, yo, Weaver, you're going to come up. If you're going to come up, you're going to be dead. That's probably the best way to push a tower. And if you guys are probably new players, that was exactly what you need to do. Run past the tower as all 3, and just basically scare away the enemy hero and let your creeps do the job. Meanwhile, we have Seaking grabbing a kill on the mid lane, and that was on Jules, I believe. Yeah, Shadowfiend did go down. And that's kind of what you expect from a AA and CK combo. Again, Cold Feet, Ice Vortex, Chaos Bolt. Fairly easy in terms of picking a kill, especially on such low HP heroes such as Shadowfiend. It looks like we have the CK maybe looking for the 6-minute rune. Unfortunately, did not find it. As we see, X very, very low in terms of HP. Gotta start tangling up. 6-minute rune is going to be spawning soon. CK going to be grabbing Boots of Speed right now, indeed, and he's looking for the rune. If he's going to find himself a haste rune, he could set something up. Meanwhile, we have Shadowfiend at level 5 in the mid lane, and so is the Ancient Aberration. Meanwhile, we have Bat Rider getting another kill on the top lane. My apology for missing that one. But probably a Gale into a Flaming Lasso Drag, and they got himself a kill. A dominating streak, 26 creep kills, 6 minutes in. Bat Rider is gearing up to have an insane game, and I think Mineski is starting to regret giving away the Bat Rider. This is really the reason why Bat Rider is absolutely insane. Not only does he dominate the lane, he will keep dominating the lane. And if you send anyone to gank him in the lane, he will kill those guys too. So good luck winning a game against Bat Rider. Especially when he has such a good laning advantage, especially when you even give him a Venomancer babysit support. Like, that just almost it's unfair. It's unfair. Bat Rider level 7 in 7 minutes. He's like 1800 gold. He's got his Boots of Speed. He's gonna get his Blink Dagger soon, and the ganking party will continue as we see a disruption. Soul Catcher, and he is as good as dead. But here comes, oh, nice time lapse. Ice Blast is gonna hit, and looks like we have, oh yeah, there's double kill going on for X right now, and looks like we have Shadow Demon going down as well. Great counter ganking for the Scourge team, and that was Seaking. He knew that his teammate was going to get ganked. He's going to hide here, and they're going to be in trouble. Meanwhile, the captain says, relax, no problem, we're going to be a-okay. But really, a heads-up play here from 357 on the mid lane. Going to send an AA blast on the bot lane, and got the carry at triple kill. So despite that he's only got 21 CS, despite that he's died a couple of times, and despite that he's lost his tower, I think that triple kill definitely made it all up. And you also keep in mind that CK was able to get all the assist gold during that triple kill as well. And looks like CK going to be journeying around the mid lane. And Seaking going to get himself a kill for sure. Kofi is going to be dropped. Where's the Kofi? Where's the Kofi? Oh, there's a Reality Rift. There's a 4-second stun. AA Blast going to be dropped on his. And looks like Jules going to go down. And right now, Mineski, generally the more aggressive team, getting out aggression by Nirvana China. So Nirvana China showcasing that they could play run and gun gank as well. Really utilizing that CK's fast mobility to their full effects. Bat Rider grabbing a lot of kills. Where the hell is that Bat right now? Bat Rider, I think, ported to the bot lane. Did he die? No, he went back. He's got the Blink Dagger, and uh-oh, this top lane is going to be in trouble. Normally, it's going to be a minute 11 Blink Dagger. He's got it 3 minutes early. I want to compare level 8 Bat compared to a level 3 Shadow Demon, level 4 Venge. You can see that once he blinks on these heroes as good as dead. He could probably get 2 or 3 kills. And this is where the Shadow Demon, or excuse me, this is where the Lord of Vernus becomes extremely important. If you pop the Aphotic Shield, if you pop the Death Coil to delay the kill as much as possible, then you actually have a chance to kill down the enemy Bat Rider as well. So the healing of the Abaddon is going to be very, very important. Of course, Abaddon, you don't ever want to focus him because he does have borrowed time. So he's an annoying hero. You can't really focus him, and you can't. If you don't focus him, he's gonna heal his teammates. So that's where the true ability of that hero shines. Unfortunately, that hero never really shines because he doesn't get enough levels. But in this game, looks like he does. He's almost hitting 6. He's got Arcane Boots done, so he's gonna have a lot of mana to use as well. Bat Rider looking for someone to jump on, but gotta be fairly careful because he's you know. There's 4 heroes from Mineski. It looks like Abaddon hits level 6, so does have his ultimate as well. Bat Rider still looking for someone right now. Now, some Bat Rider player might actually disregard this item build as a good build. Even if you rush a Blink Dagger right off the outset, sometimes it's actually better to pick up a Vib Booster first or something like that. Even if you get a really core item such as this, sometimes it's a little bit more crucial to get more HP, because he had the Blink Dagger, but can he jump in against 4? Not really. So your Blink Dagger really not too effective, even though you picked it up so early. But that's okay. It makes him to set up the ganks if he has a possibility to do it if he wants to right now. He's waiting up the hill. Is he going to make the jump right now for the Windrunner is the question. Tower half HP. Do we have any TP in right now? We have engagement in jungle as we see Shackle Shot on the Ancient Aberration. Ancient Aberration is going to go down. Do we have... No, Bad Rider's not going to jump in. Meanwhile, CK going against the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend goes down. Here comes a Swarm, and here comes a Bad Rider. Bad Rider gets Flame Lasso, but looks like Windrunner can't Windrun away, and he's really slowed down. Windrunner is already used, and here comes... You can see that the nuke was dropped on Crystal, but Crystal says, I don't care because you're level 4, and your nuke's not even maxed yet. Windrunner is going to go down for sure. Shadow Demon's probably going to be next. Yeah, Shadow... Are they going to keep diving is the question right now. Shadow Demon level 4.5, but nuke coming in right now. Aphotic Shield doing the damage. There's a healing coil. Going to get the kill, but Weaver and CK continue to do the chasing, and I think May's gonna go down. A couple more right clicks. He's trying to run, but CK extremely quickly. 385 movement speed. Shackle Shot gonna be right there. TP scroll gets canceled, and looks like seeking really low. Shadow Rays is gonna barely miss. Oh my goodness. And it looks like 4-second stun's gonna stop Shadow Fiend's track, but Power Shot from Jay, excuse me, not gonna miss there. So nicely done here. After that entire huge team fight here, we had a 7-4, and Scourge still leading by mass amount of kills. I think Sentinel would have came out a little bit ahead if they did not lose Shadow Fiend in this area of the map before the team fight happened. They got themselves an Ancient Aberration, which is nice, but unfortunately they lost a couple heroes in return. And right now, of course, Shadow Fiend, true to any Philippine game, is going to be bottle curling. And also, I want to point out that just from his item set, you can see that this Shadow Fiend is just really scared. Shadow Fiend never really wants to pick up Bracer, and the fact that he has done so, well, he really wants that extra HP. And that's a smart decision, but that also shows that he's really in trouble. That's a sign that, man, I just want to have as much HP as possible. He's probably going to go for a Belt of Giant Strength next and pick up, more HP as possible, as we see Bat Rider just doing so bunch of stacks. He's gonna Firefly this. Oh, look at that gold. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be stacking like crazy, and it's gonna bring up this camp as well. You can even Firefly to this camp, and this is why sometimes we see Bat Rider junglings starting from level 1, because he could do it with that Firefly. Pretty OP. Of course, Firefly does have a fairly low cooldown, or long cooldown, and that means you can't use it in the nearby vicinity right now, but looks like they don't need it. Reality Rift, 2-second stun, Cold Feet on top of right now, Ancient Aberration blast right in, and they're going to use a Flaming Lasso on him as well. I don't think that was absolutely necessary. I think Flaming Lasso could have dropped on the Windrunner, but probably didn't want Shadow Fiend to use all his nukes before he died, because they are pretty damaging nukes, so... Gonna get the immediate kill on him right now, and gonna transition into a mid push as we see Nirvana China leading by 8 kills right now. How is Sentinel gonna turn this around? Lord of Avernus still grabbing tanky items and not really TPing in to defend the mid lane. I think they're gonna just give up this mid lane right now. Although it looks like Windrunner and the Shadow Demon is going to be fine in terms of defending this. So, going to take a little bit of time to check out how we are doing in terms of CS here. We have 43 on the Windrunner, which is pretty good considering that she died a couple times on the top lane. 35 on the Baden, which is, fairly weak. 34 on the Shadow Fiend, 13 minutes in. And this is why Shadow Fiend is not getting picked, because, well, it's not like Jules is playing him bad. I think he's playing a pretty decent Shadow Fiend so far. It's just that Ancient Aberration plus... CK's basically been haunting that Shadow Fiend, been solo killing him a couple times, and there's really nothing the hero SF could do about it. It's just a hero disadvantage. So he's getting no farm despite having Shadow Raises. Of course, the supports are getting no creep kills, but meanwhile, Bat Rider, despite not getting a lot of creep kills, he's getting a lot of hero kills. He's up to 5-1. 28 creep kills. He's got 32 neutrals, so he's been doing a lot of neutraling as well. Ancient Aberration, 26 creep kills. CK, 27 creep kills. And 47 on the Weaver. You can see both sides not farming too decently. I would say actually Sentinel might be leading, in fact, in terms of the raw CS score, but really it's the hero killing score that's the more important thing here, as Scourge still leading by 8 kills. Tower wise, it is it's even. It's completely even right now, so nothing to talk too much about right now, but it looks like we're gonna have a big engagement on the mid lane. Looks like both teams posturing on the mid lane. I do apologize for the small spikes on the FPS, but there's a freaking army of Venom wards over here. Good luck pushing this one, as Venom ward says, alright, I'm gonna have a little bit of farm, but looks like Tower is gonna get hit down. I think that's gonna be in deny range, so Tower is gonna get denied. Yep. after they pick down this Glaive Thrower, and well, that I'm not too sure whether that was the best of play for the winner. Here comes a Flaming Lasso drag, and they're gonna stun him down. Where's the stun? There's a CK stun right now. Nice disruption, but he's gonna still be in huge trouble after it comes out. There's a swarm. There's massive amount of heals. They're trying to bring him out. You can see that Photic Shield allowing the Windrunner to run out, but Sea King still grabbing the kill here, and now we have a Reality Rift against the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon goes down to slow. Now on Mei at half HP again pops the Photic Shield. There's a Reality Rift goes in, and he is gonna go down. And this is exactly what I mean in terms of the pick phase analysis for Nirvana China's lineup. They don't have that many AoE, but what they do have is insane chasing power. Ice Vortex slow, Napalm slow, all at the same time you're trying to run away from Sakuchi and Swarm from a 385 movement speed plus Reality Rift and a Gale. Good luck running from that one, and that's exactly what we saw right now. Scourge leading by 12 kills, and it seems like Mineski, I mean, this is Mineski's game plan. They want to win the mid to early game, but they're getting outplayed in their own stage of the game. It's not really looking too good. They don't really have strong late game powers. I mean, Shadow Fiend can be a good late game hero, but in terms of his farm, he's not really being too promising. He's up to 59 CS, which is a pretty good job considering that he was only got 20 something earlier on. But even so, it's not going to be enough. Like, he needs BKB to be truly effective against all these stuns. But even when he gets BKB, the Flaming Lasso will still go through. The CK right click will definitely go through. And I'm not too sure how much damage he will do with his Shadow Fiend. No, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger to set him up. He doesn't have his teammate like a Dream Coil or a Ravage to anything to set him up either. So even if he hits a beautiful Requiem of Soul, I don't know if he could do it. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, on the top portion of the map, Shadow Demon finally hits level 6, and that's going to be helpful in terms of slowing down the CK and the Bat. Vengeful Spirit hits level 7 as well, going to get her first level of the swap. And it looks like Windrunner has the phase boot and working towards her mecha. Let's see how close she is. About 600 go away, so still fairly decent away. And I really love what Scourge is doing. They're having a lot easier time in terms of distributing the farm and distributing their levels. Look at how everyone's getting about the same amount of CS. Of course, the hardcore carry gets more, but you know, everyone, support or not, is getting around the same CS, and that's a sign of really good distribution. You have Venomancer farming in the ancient spot, as we see. Oh, someone's gonna get ganked. Oh, swap and stun. Not gonna get off. Good attempt by WTZ. Unfortunately, not able to do so. Swarm gonna get dropped. Meanwhile, Crystal grabs with another kill on the top lane. Blink Dagger, Flaming Lasso, right clicks. But yeah, anyways, what I'm saying, you have the Bat Rider farming in the jungle, you have the Venomancer sometimes farming in the jungle, sometimes farming in the lane, Ancient Aberration taking the lane once in a while, Venomancer taking the lane once in a while, CK going to roam sometimes, and then going back to farm. And because of how they are distributing their farm and distributing their whoever's going to go gank, whoever's going to go in the jungle, everyone gets farmed. Everyone gets ganked. You can see Arcane Boots picked up on the Venomancer, Ancient Aberration, Arcane Boots, and Mecha Parts. And keep in mind, he started as a support. This guy started as a support as well. And if you do want to do support comparison, like the item difference is just, like, you know, huge. Looks like Shadow Fiend has picked up a Lodars, interestingly. And that's going to help him set up his Requiem or so. But let's see if we have Dust Purchase. Yep, immediately, like just I said, Dust Purchase on that Bat Rider. And Shadow Fiend, I mean, it's a 4K item investment. But as soon as a team recognized, well, you have Lothar, I'm just going to pick up Dust. That 4K investment suddenly doesn't look too good anymore. CK, by the way, started as a farmer, but he doesn't have too much farm. He's only got 43 CS in 18 minutes. Got his hood. He's got a DD in his bottle. And I just really love how Nirvana China is splitting up their farm. And of course, all this meantime, X free farming it up on the bot lane. Let's see how he's doing on the go. He's got 2k go. Not the best farm, but considering that X has been joining most of the team fights. In this big chase in the mid lane, he was really instrumental in terms of dropping a swarm using Sakuchi. And it's fairly tanky overall, 900 HP with the Hood of Defiance and Time Lapse. So he's going to be overall very fine. He's not getting ganked anymore, because this Sentinel team extremely afraid. They're afraid of getting ganked. In fact, they're not the one that's initiating the ganks. And right now they're doing something that's pretty smart, which is say, hey, you know what? I'm sending one guy in the front. I'm just farming by myself. Of course, in reality, they have 4 guys waiting in the back. They're trying to bait out a Bat Rider blinking or something like that to get a gank off, and then they want to kill the Bat Rider in return. But I think right now Nirvana China says we are leading, so we don't need to do any of those aggressive ganks. We just gonna wait for a Weaver to farm, and also maybe they realize that, hey, that is a bait. So Not gonna fall for those ganks. Weaver still free farming it up. This is X we're talking about, so you constantly see that his denies are absolutely insane. You got 40 something denies in 20 minutes, and also 80 CS as well. It looks like we're gonna have a huge gank coming in right now. Shadow Fiend's gonna lead the way because he has Lodar. Is gonna pop his ultimate right under is the question right now. Ultimate. There's a swap and a dust there. Oh! The dust a little bit too early, and because time-lapse removed the dust, that was the end of that engage. Ancient Aberration Ice Blast is gonna hit the Windrunner. Indeed, that will, but no big deal. It's gonna have to mecha. So that was a 5-man ganks. Not gonna do too much or anything at all against X. Just just making him use a time-lapse, and that was more time for the Batrider and the CK to farm on the top lane. CK. A very healthy way, 54 CS. How much go in the bank? 300 go in the bank, so he must have bought something right now. I'm probably going to work towards his pipe. And once the pipe is finished, well, you could kiss all the nuking damage of Avenge goodbye. Windrunner's not going to do too much anymore. Shadow Demon, not going to do too much besides spell amplification. And Shadow Fiend Raise is going to be minimized as well. So, the item advantage and the level advantage is just too strong for Mineski to come back. Mineski not really finding the avenue. It's not like Mineski don't want to gank. You know Mineski loves to gank. They're so aggressive. It's just that they don't find any places to gank into. Scourge too good in terms of map control and too good in terms of sticking together. And here comes CK. Batrider smartly here. It's going to find himself a Windrunner smartly. Ooh, where's the Shaco Shot? If Shaco Shot hits 2 or 3 right now. Or 2. Shaco Shot cannot hit 3. If Shaco Shot hits 2 hero, that's going to be really good. But unfortunately, unable to fire that one off. Batrider is still working on his BKB. And once he does finish his BKB, well, what can the Sentinel lineup do against a BKB unit? Nothing. Well, they could swap and they could purge through it. But, I mean, that's not really an answer to the BKB Batrider. And it looks like Shadow Fiend might be a little bit trouble. He does have low Thor's Edge, but keep in mind that the Batrider does have a Dust of Appearance. So this board is going to scout that Batrider is coming in, but he might think those are illusions. Nope. Jules says, I know they're not illusion. Vengeful Spirit, my guess seen. My guess, no. Okay, Vengeful Spirit gonna live to fight another day, but that means another tower will be forfeited. So if we're gonna do a quick tower check, there's gonna be a 3 tower kill versus 2 tower kills. So Scourge leading in terms of the tower department as well. Gonna check the levels. 9, 13, 12, 12, 14. Perfect level distribution here. Well, Banana falling a little bit behind. That's fine. 8, 10, 10, 13, and 7. Sentinel support's really lacking, and as the team fight begins, you really like to have your your Venge and Shadow Demon to max your nukes. Unfortunately, they are far from that, and that Batrider, that CK, is almost going to be impossible to bring down. Pipe is finished at this point, and here comes Shadow Fiend. Is he gonna set anything up? Is the question. Jules has been fairly liberal on his usage on the Lodars. And every time I do that, I feel like I pop out the Lodar and I just get killed. So I always save it for defensive purpose. But Jules says, I am in perfect control of my hero. It looks like it's the BOT Lothar's Edge, man. This is some like 2008 Shadow Fiend. But it looks like CK gonna be in a little bit of trouble, getting ganked by 3 or 4. There's 1 teleportation scroll, 2nd teleportation scroll coming in. CK's gonna go down. But look at how long he survived because of that pipe, because of insane HP. Venomancer, gonna hit 3 hero AA blast. Where is it? Is the question right now. Batrider going in the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend does have his Lothar Edge still right now. Okay, Batrider taking a lot of damage, and here comes the Shadow Fiend chasing, and I think he's gonna be okay. A couple of raises might bring him down. The team fight still breaking out right here. Swarm gonna be chasing. The Vengeful Spirit's gonna go down right now. It looks like cancel. TP's got cancel right here, and yeah, Venge did go down. CK's gonna go. Not CK. The Batten gonna go down as well. Smart. Wow. Very close TP from both the Shadow Fiend and the Windrunner. Barely made it out alive, but looks like the team fight advantage was acclaimed by the Scourge. Looks like AA blast. It's gonna find full HP Shadow Fiend, so no big deal. But yes, pretty good opening, I gotta say, for the Sentinel in terms of killing off the CK. But CK was so tanky that he was able to survive long enough for the Batrider to come in. Batrider extremely tanky as well with that Ogre Axe, 8 armor, and also just raw HP. So he was able to tank a good deal, and then allow his teammate to come in. And the rest of his history, you're not gonna be running away from Maslow, Ice Vortex, Gale, Napalm, and they couldn't run. And Sentinel lost a couple more hero in result as well. The kill difference is just dragging out more and more as we see Nirvana China leading by 15 kills at this point. Bat Rider looking at a gank on the bot lane. There's a Flaming Lasso drag on the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend being slowed down. Vengeful Spirit's going to be helpful. There's a swap and a stun going him. CK waiting position, and there's going to be the bait. There's a 2-second stun. Reality Rift on this Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend gets disrupted, but a fire will burn him down. A couple more right clicks. No, there's a nice purge here. Can they bring up the kill? Reality Rift going to bring him in the jungle, but he's invis at this point here. They don't have enough dust, and there's a heal coming in. Wow, nice teammate supports here. It looks like CK might just forfeit his life. No, he's going to go right in right now. There's a Reality going to try to right click him down. The healing is insane. There's the disruption. Bat Rider says, yo, good luck, bro. I'm going to just run. Seeking says, well, I'm going to die anyway, so yeah. I think he realized he was going to die for sure, so he's going to just run right now. But here comes the Radiance Weaver. Going to be giving chase. Got to be fairly careful because Scourge pretty good in terms of surviving. Windrunner, Vengeful Spirit disruption was absolutely crucial here, and Vengeful Spirit is going to run into the Weaver, and it's going to just TP out immediately. Unfortunately, that was a long TP, so he's going to go down before making it out there. And well, chose the wrong tower to TP to right now. Double damage on the Ancient Aberration. Got the Mega finish. Gonna be working on the 4-stab on the top engagement right now. Bat Rider chasing in against Abaddon. Abaddon does have still his ultimate. Is he gonna pop it on right now? Is the question right now. Here comes the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's gonna eat an ult to the face. Dust gonna be capped on him right now. He's gonna be half HP. He's running really fast. There's a Blink Dagger Flaming Lasso. Jules gonna be going down. Blink. Oh, Bat Rider. So it's gonna be the Lord of Avernus in trouble. Bam! Nuke from Crystal. Getting that kill. Shaco Shot gonna hit on the Bat. Bat really low HP. Looks like the Windrunner is still trying to get the kill. I gotta say, she's not gonna get it. It really brings down the Bat Rider to double digits HP. But 357 backstabbing right here. Got one kill against the Shadow Demon. Not gonna keep chasing for that Windrunner. And Scourge just utilizing their full item advantage, full level advantage, and it's, you know, just kind of rolling over Mineski. Pretty sad way to exit the tournament, but they have done a pretty good job so far, making that's their number 3 spot on SMM finish. Normally I would say, well, you know, there's always a chance to win, but I think the disadvantage is just too much here. Purge goes on the Venomancer. Venomancer very tank. You see has a hood right now, and yeah, he's finally gonna go down, but that was like a 3-for-1 gank, so no big deal. Yeah, going back to what I was saying, Mineski had a really good tournament run so far, but it's going to exit for 3rd place. Nirvana China just really outplaying Mineski at this point. I think the picks really went in favor of Scourge. I'm not really sure whether this Abaddon pick really had its place. I mean, it's definitely had his... He definitely shined in a couple of moments where he kept healing, and made his teammates survive. Like, made the Windrunner survive a lot longer than she should have in the mid lane, made the Shadow Fiend survive, and got a counter gank. But aside from that, like, he doesn't really do too much. He's not too good of an offensive hero. The Shadow Fiend, I'm not too sure whether he had his place in this game as well, because Shadow Fiend for the most part of the game was playing catch-up. He got nuked down really hard, and he just ran all over the map and tried to keep up in terms of farm. He does have 140 CS, which is pretty impressive. But the thing is, like, Shadow Fiend picking up Lothar's Edge and then BOT, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool Shadow Fiend build, but I'm not too sure whether it's gonna win the game, and I really don't think so. Going up against the Bat Rider, the right-click power of CK, and the Weaver now. Weaver's gonna pick up an Aegis, and well, once the Weaver gets the Aegis, that's really the game, because we're gonna see Nirvana China gonna get a big push in the mid lane. I really don't think the Sentinel team could defend against it. Mecha finish at this point here. Hood up. No Django. That's a huge surprise, because a lot of top tier Chinese team love to pick Djangos. Like, they actually get multiple Djangos, but not picking this Django in this game and stuff. That's fine. Looks like Sentinel looking for a gank as they're smoked up 4-man here in the jungle. Looks like Shadow Demon being a little bit more ahead than he should. Gotta be somewhat careful. Looks like they're going to turn back right now. Shadow Fiend getting the farm on the bat lane. There's a Blink Dust. Can he make it out alive? He's trying to run. There's that Lothar increasing his speed. There's a second stack on him right now. And that Lothar is going to be ending fairly soon. But so is the Dust. Blink Dagger should be up as soon as well. It's giving him sight. Yeah, he's going to be gone. Flaming Lasso Drag. But the thing is, his Firefly is out soon. There's a BKB being used. And then a Lothar's Edge. So using a lot of his inventories just to make it alive. Which is fine. But the BKB charge is going to be down. Keep in mind, the first level of BKB has a ridiculously long cooldown. I want to say it's like about 100 second. Looks like we have a Reality Rift right now, a stun coming in, and we have a BOT coming in from the Bat Rider, and he's going to be healing all the way up, but then he is still dragged, and a 4-staff did not bring him out of that. That was a little bit of mechanic fail from Mineski right now, and looks like the Abaddon, despite being really tank, oh, he's gonna survive, but no, Bat Rider is gonna be on cleanup duty, as we see Weaver picks up a godlike streak. He has the Aegis, so he doesn't care right now. Shadow Fiend gonna get right click down, BKB or not, Lothar or not, because this hero on the wrong version, I think, as we see Nirvana China just really claiming the tower right now. 4 seconds stun, Kofi, oh, he's gonna 4-staff himself in. They have a chicken, kill the chicken, no! Don't know why they didn't kill the chicken, but that's fine. And this tower in the mid lane gonna get claimed, as Nirvana China a step closer to their victory in SMM, as we see Brax under heavy amount of focus. I think Glyph was already popped. All 5 heroes still alive. Ooh, oh, Shaco shot, power shot. Oh, sad thing for the. Oh, not gonna get it. Venge comes in with a swap. Oh, gonna get the kill. Nicely done by WTZ. Hey, if you're gonna go out, go with Flare, man. 4 second stun here. Unfortunately, that disruption will still leave him stunned in that case here. And Crystal playing a perfect Bat Rider game, makes a single mistake, still showing that he's human, not just a Chinese Dota playing robot, which, you know, he probably is. He's probably like part robot. But Shadow Fiend TP is in right now. Maybe he's going to get a kill on 357. He's running in right now. A couple more hits. 1 raise. 2 raise. Oh, not going to be enough. And looks like, oh, Jules, my friend, you are in trouble. Oh, BKB right now. Dodges the kill. A couple more right clicks. Jules, half HP. Going to be trading some hits. And he's going to pop. No dust. No, there's a dust. Can they catch up? Is the question right now. Nope. Running too fast. BOT plus Lothar actually puts him in mass amount of speed. Can the A Blast? No, A Blast is gonna whiff. Top lane here, 4-staff and Mecha finished. Weaver, Hood defines, Vit Booster, Radiance. Cannot be killed. Abaddon has no items. Shadow Demon has no items. Venge, I want to say, has no items. Yep, no items either. And that's the issue. Oh, as we see a 4-man gank. Where's the Shaco? Windrunner looking for Shaco. Not going to find it. There's a swarm right now. And there's a pipe being popped. And here we come. CK 4-second stun. The whole team is dead. CK taking mass amount of stuns. Don't even care. Weaver don't even care. Just right-clicking amongst 4. Yep, there's 1 kill right now. There's a Purge and a Shaco shot. Can they kill the Weaver right now? Weaver, time-lapse. No time-lapse. They actually brought him down, but I'm sure he has buyback. CK gonna run out right now, but there's a stun right house. Oh, he's a half HP. Here comes a Bat Rider though, and once a Bat Rider comes in, you'll say good luck to your entire team, because Bat Rider Firefly all over up in this. AA Ice Blast is gonna hit on 2 heroes. Well, Windrunner gonna go down. Venge goes down for sure. Then they could work on the Windrunner. Yeah, Windrunner. Where's the Flaming Lasso? Still not using the Flaming Lasso, which I say is a really good choice here. As you can see, the Fire gets 1 kill, and bam! Crystal got like triple kill, and he still has a Flaming Lasso. I'm sure of it. No, it's on cooldown because he used it in the something bat. This bat too strong. That's some translation from Luminous. Because this bat, man, 14 and 1. BOT, Blink Dagger, BKB, Ulti Orb. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why Bat Rider remains in the ban stage and never out of it, because he will just win games like this if you just allow him to do so. Pretty ridiculous stuff. Oh, Bat Rider taking some damage. Here comes Jules. Jules gets a Flaming Lasso. Got more right clicks. Oh, he has BKB, so a lot of spells. Oh, nice blink out from him right now. There's a swap trying to make him safe. Oh, Vengeful Spirit. Is he going to get the stun off? He's really slow. And bam, Kabornux is trying to get the kill. Not going to get it. As we see comes to Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend trying to use it. Oh, but the thing is, he doesn't have any souls. It's going to be really low. Dagon going to be... Wow. This is almost like bad manner. This is like humiliation move coming from 357, getting a Dagon so late in the game for apparently no reason. So this is Scourge saying the game is won. Time to mess around, doing a little bit of Fountain Farm. You guys on GG out. We're gonna upgrade our Dagons. Crystal up to some insane amount of streaks, and the game is over. Scourge finally pushing that bot tower. Unfortunately, no one has Urn, so they can't heal up this Bat Rider, there's a Django being popped. And this tower's HP going down rapidly. Shackle Shot hits a real here CK here. And who are they going to go? Venomancer going to drop his ult is the question right now. Is he going to get swapped? He's going to get swapped. Oh man, AA Blast is going to hit. Looks like the Ventral Spirit going to go down. Swarm and Radiance doing so much damage right now. And looks like, yep, Abaddon goes down. That was a 4-for-1 exchange. Buyback was there, but GG is called. And that's the game. Mineski takes number 3 in SMM. I think I did enough late game analysis because, well, the game was ended like 10 minutes ago in my opinion. So really nicely played. I think it was more or less a picking victory, but also a couple of things from Nirvana China that played beautifully. First, that Bat Rider got such an early level of Blink Dagger, and he just never looked back. Got insane amount of kills. You can see his, like, look at his score and look at his items. This is all Bat's game, so giving Bat away, not so good. 16-1-9 is Bat's endgame scored. Insane amount of hero killing potential. Second thing that Nirvana China did was pretty eye-opening. Chinese teams are really known for their farming. But look at how little farm that, aside from Weaver, right? Look at how little farm that everyone in total has, but look at how well distributed the farm is. Every single hero had farm. Generally, you have 3 lanes, so the question is how did all of them get farm? Well, CK says, okay, I'm gonna go gank for a bit now, so AA go farm your lane, and then the Bat Rider said, I'm going to go gank some now. I'm going to go farm the jungle now. So, Veno, you farm the lane a bit. So, really relentless kind of sharing in terms of the farm. And that means your Veno's going to get farm. You can see he has Arcane Boots Hood. Pretty tanky now. AA has Mega Arcane Boots Dagon. Started as a support. He has insane amount of farm. 10, 2, and 14. So, because how they share their farm, because everyone has inventory, they're about to fight. They could fight a 5v4, 5v5 team fight with a lot of advantage. Even if you have the same numerical advantage, if Mineski is fighting, look at how weak their Venge is. Look at how weak the Shadow Demon is. It really can't be considered as a 5v5 fight, considering the enemy supports on Nirvana China are so much more higher level, so much more items on them. And that might seem like a small thing, but I thought that was really beautiful, and I think that contributed to Nirvana China's victory. So, overall, really well played from both sides. Nirvana China moves on, and they will be facing IG in the finals, the grand finals of SMM. So, look forward to those commentaries, and they're going to be coming your way really, really soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. As always, this is Luminous signing off. GG, guys.